TV11, the first news of the night.
Western Washington was hit hard by a windstorm that slammed into Puget Sound with terrifying force.
Power, as you probably know, was knocked out to over 800,000 households and businesses in Western Washington today. Many are still in the dark this evening. Puget Power reports that about 500,000 customers were without power today from Olympia north to Whidbey Island. It's amazing. Puget Power says it may be a couple of days before power is restored to everyone.
Our crews are all on a 24-hour clock right now, and that's the way most of them like it in a situation like this. They join in and work until it's done. We've also asked for 100 to 150 extra crews from other Northwest utilities, from BC Hydro and Portland. We expect to get them. That's as many as 300 more people to help us out.
How many 3-pounds you got? We only need 10. We'll put 10 on our truck, whatever they got on ours.
It was clear that we were in over our heads here, and we could use all of the brains that we could borrow and beg and steal from everywhere we could get them. And so we called BC Hydro, and they responded immediately and said, yep, we'll have, I think that first number was 11 crews down, and then we got another call later that same morning that there were several more coming a couple hours later, and I understand there's been a third delivery now, so we're happy to have them.
One thing we got to remember when we go down there, okay? Safety first, okay? It's no panic. It's no different than Bowen Island or any of the other storms you guys have gone.
We don't have enough resources to manage catastrophe of this size, so last night we had 9 crews come in from Oregon, and today we've just had about eight crews arrive from BC Hydro in Canada, and more crews will be arriving to assist with restoring the backbone, our trunk line transmission system. Then after we get all that together, then we will be working on the distribution system to the customers.
First 3 days, I guess, we've been spending almost entirely on getting the high lines back in and the substations up. At one point we had one substation up out of the 30 in our division here. And now we have all but 2 up, and I understand they're coming up momentarily.
The pins are broken.
They don't have hot ties. They just got the
We can put hot ties on. We might as well change them all, Ed.
Mostly everything we come across has already been dead for a long time. I mean, we left 5 o'clock in the morning yesterday morning, got through here, and by the time we got to the Puget Sound Power or whatever it is down here, and they got us coordinated with their fieldmen or whoever leading us around. It was probably about 3 or 4 in the afternoon, and then we just kind of gave her from there till our 18 hours or whatever, 16 hours up, and we just give her, and then we go in and rest up for about 8, grab dinner in the shower, and then fly back at her, right?
We haven't seen a storm like this in many years. In fact, one of our old timer servicemen told me this morning, he said, in the 37 years I've been here, I've never seen devastation like this, and that includes a famous Columbus Day storm of 1962, which everyone still talks about. So it's going to be expensive.
It's as bad as I've ever seen it, that's for sure. I've never seen it as widespread this bad.
It knocked us flat. It knocked basically all our stations off the line. All our transmission linkages between all stations were down. Probably 1/4 of our feeders were affected as far as trees in the line, taking our trunk line feeders down, and major damage requiring a lot of tree crews, not just Puget crews, but tree crews also to work with the Puget crews.
Started out at 7 o'clock that Wednesday morning, real nice day, and real calm, and then around 10:30, 11 o'clock, you know, pretty good kite flying weather.
Nobody has power around here. Well, last night we got to sleep downstairs, and we got to, we read in front of the fireplace, and we had a lot of candles and stuff on.
We, of course, don't have any heat. We do have a gas stove, so we're lucky there, but we're able to at least cook.
Basically, everywhere there was a transmission line that was vulnerable to the wind. We got hit real hard up on the plateau. In the Sahalee area was just like a war zone, and it still is in many areas. Access is very difficult, and that's impeding the progress of us being able to repair the transmission system.
We know that at least some of our customers are going to be out over the weekend still, and it's, let's see, a storm hit Wednesday and it's now Friday, so we're going to have a lot of work going through the weekend.
Every time we go somewhere to do some work, stop the trucks, everybody comes out their door, out to the street, and they stand there and look at us like we're going to turn their power off. We fool them every time. But shortly we'll have them back in power.
And the folks up here are really good, you know, come out, bring us coffee and food and sandwiches, which is really nice. You know, I don't think I ever saw that in Canada.
We're sure glad to see you guys.
The people have been very friendly. They drive by, give you the thumbs up. They're hurting pretty bad. A lot of them, you walk into a store and they give you a hug. It's been pretty incredible.
See, had anyone ask you out for a date yet, Kevin?
No, I'm married.
Well, the frontline workers really are the necessary ingredient for any utility. They're the ones who are being asked to ensure that the system is running efficiently, to make the necessary maintenance, to make the necessary repairs. And without their dedication and hard work, we wouldn't have the kind of system we have in British Columbia, which is well known and appreciated by all throughout North America.
First of all, one of the things that we really appreciate when we get outside crews is those that come equipped and ready to roll and with adequate tooling and so on. Your guys came not only with that, but with an attitude to match. I've talked to 3 people who've been out with your crews, and they said, boy, it's really refreshing. These guys just came ready to work, and they even brought their own materials in some cases.
It's one less of a major headache in running a utility to know that you have hardworking and dedicated employees on the front line who have the capacity and the ability and the motivation to do this in an excellent way.